everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. So this video is going to be the end of the year book tag. I think this was started by Ariel Bissett a while ago. It's kind of one that circles around about this time every year. I might be even a little bit early to do it, but this is the time that I have available to do it. I am excited to do this tag. I'll have all the questions linked down below. Also linked down below will be all of the books talked about, Bookstagram, Storygraph, podcast, Instagram, all that good stuff, all of Zach's stuff. You can find all of that linked down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel because I would love to have you. And let's just jump right into the tag. Also, if I'm looking over here, I have all the questions right over here. So the first question says, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Now, normally this would be, usually this is going to be a no, because if I don't like a book, I DNF it, and I'm usually only reading one book at a time, maybe two. So for this question, I'm just going to say the book that I'm currently reading, and that is Let Him In by William Friend, because technically I'm reading it and I haven't finished it yet. So this one is okay. I'm not like loving it by any means. I'll give you like the blurb in here. It says, Daddy, there's a man in our room. There really isn't a great blurb for this one. So I guess I'll just tell you how or what it's about in my own words. So this one, like that quote just said, Daddy, there's a man in our room. So we're following this dad. His name is Alfie, and his wife has passed away like 8 months ago or something like that. Her name was Pippa, and they had two twin daughters, Cassia and Sylvie, something like that. And they go to their dad and they said, Daddy, there's a man in this room, in our room. He goes and checks in there and he's like, no, there's nothing in here. And basically, this is kind of like a theme. The girls have this imaginary friend named Black Mamba, or they call him Black Mamba, and he can kind of shapeshift into whatever he wants to. And he's becoming a real problem. And there's two perspectives in this book. We have Alfie, like I said, who's the dad, and then we have his wife's, she's dead, sister, Julia. They're also twins, and we have her perspective as well, because he kind of enlists her help because she's a psychiatrist, and he goes to her and is like, should I do anything about this? Whatever. Like I said, the book is okay. This was actually just released in October, so this is a new release horror, and it's pretty short, which is why I wanted to pick it up. I also got this from the library, and I've heard nobody talk about it, so we'll see how it turns out. So there you have Let Him In by William Friend as the book that I need to finish by the end of the year. All right, next up. Do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? So I'm kind of cheating on this question, kind of not. I'm actually going to go with an author instead, because I feel like spooky season, around September, October is when this author really comes out to play. She's very popular this time of year, and that is Rachel Harrison. I've only read one book by Rachel Harrison, and it was The Return, and I have 3 here that I still really want to read. So first up is Such Sharp Teeth. This is a werewolf novel. I really don't know anything about this. It says, a young woman in need of a transformation finds herself in touch with the animal inside, in this gripping novel by Rachel Harrison. So this one sounds pretty good, and I'm excited to read that. Another one by her that I want to read is Cackle. This one probably has the most spooky cover, very Halloween vibes. Let's see if there's a blurb in this one. A darkly funny, frightening novel about a young woman meeting a witch who might be too good to be true. This is the one I've heard the most about, so that's probably the one I'm maybe most excited about. And then her newest release that just came out a few weeks ago, I got from the library, and this is Black Sheep. This is Zach and I's buddy read for, or like our book club buddy read pick for October. I still need to read this one. And this one says, a cynical 20-something must confront her unconventional family's dark secrets in this fiery, irreverent horror novel from Rachel Harrison. So this one, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about either, and the people I have heard have really liked it. So I'm excited to give her another try, and I don't know, I think she's very autumnal, like I said. So that's my answer for question number 2, would be these 3 books. All right, next up, number 3. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? There is, but there's not many. I feel like at the end of the year is not when a lot of releases come out. So the one I'm waiting for is Nestlings by Nat Cassidy. I'll put the cover up here. This is the author of Mary. I did not read that release last year, but this one sounds pretty good. And this one's being released on Halloween. This video should be going up before Halloween, so I still have time. And this one says, Anna and Reed needed a lucky break. The horrifically complicated birth of their first child has left Anna paralyzed, bitter, and struggling with mobility, with her relationship with Reed, and with resentment for her baby. That's about to change with the words any New Yorker would love to hear. Affordable housing lottery. They've won an apartment in the Deptford, one of Manhattan's most revered buildings, with beautiful vistas of Central Park and stunning architecture. Reed dismisses disturbing events and Anna's deep unease and paranoia as the price of living in New York. People are odd, but he can't explain the needle-like bite marks on the baby. So this one sounds pretty good, and like I said, it's being released on Halloween. So that would be my answer for what new release are you still waiting for? Question number 4, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? So this one was kind of tricky because I've been pretty good at sticking with my TBRs actually, but the last couple weeks, I've been really wanting to mood read. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint just 3 books that I want to read before the end of the year, because I don't really have reasons behind picking these books. But first up is Lisa Jewell. None of this is true. I've never read anything by Lisa Jewell before, but this book I've heard really, really good reviews. I think that this might be a top contender for the Goodreads Choice Awards in the mystery thriller category. I think that this could even possibly win by all of the praise I've been hearing about it. I don't know a whole lot, but I'll read you the little blurb. It says, when a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they've both worked hard to project and protect. So I love a podcast element in my thrillers, and so I'm really excited to read this one. So there's that. And then I have Mother-Daughter Murder Night by Nina Simon. This one is a library hold, so sorry for the glare. I haven't heard anybody talk about this one, but the premise kind of intrigued me. Basically, we have a grandma, a mother, and a daughter who all come together as amateur sleuths to solve a murder in their coastal California town. So it's kind of giving cozy, but also, murder. So I'm excited to give this one a try. Again, I have really no reason to have picked this one, but I just got it from the library and it sounds really like a good time, and so I figured I'd put it as a pick for this question. And then the last one, again, I'm kind of cheating. It's actually an author, and that author is Judith Sonnet. So I think I've read one by Judith Sonnet, maybe I haven't at all, but I have 3 of her books, and I've heard great things about this author, and I've really wanted to give her a try. I'm kind of out of my extreme horror reading era. I kind of jump in and out of doing that a lot, but hopefully I'll get back into it soon. I have No One Rides for Free. This one I heard really good things, I've heard really good things about this author from Megan, her channel's Reading with Meg. I can link her channel down below. Someone asked me on a video recently who I get extreme horror recommendations from. She's one of my sources and she's a good friend of mine. So I'll link her channel down below. No One Rides for Free. Also, this is probably my favorite cover. And then I have Jump Scare. And then I also have The Clown Hunt. I think this is the one I've heard the most about out of these three, but I'm really excited to give her a try. So that's like my kind of cheating answer for that question, but I really do want to give her a try before the end of the year. So there's the answer to that question. Add it to the stack. And then we have question 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? And yes, there is. So if you've been around my channel for a little bit, my favorite book last year was The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. So, is there a book that could still shock you? Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead. This book just came out and I have not read it yet. Obviously, I definitely want to because this is one of my most anticipated books of the year. And I think if anyone could shock me still, it'd be her because she did it last year. So let me see if there's a good blurb. It says, a dark and powerful novel like fans have come to anticipate from Ashley Winstead. This is an examination of the ways we expect love, religion, and stories to save us, the lengths we have to go in order to take back power, and the monstrous work of being a girl in this world. So that blurb in and of itself is very intriguing to me. I think I'm really, really, really gonna like this, and I love this cover. I know it's hard to see because of the glare. I have a massive window over here, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. If you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts on them because I would love to chat about it and hear what you have to say. And then last question, number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for next year? I have very loosely. I think I'm going to do a video in December about like my reading plans and goals for the new year. I want to try and start some like series in January that'll last either like a few months or like the whole year or something. But I definitely know, or I definitely have been working up a game plan to keep on top of like new releases and stuff like that. So the answer is yes, but I'm not really going to go into it much here. That'll be a whole different video towards the end of the year. But yeah, there you have it. That was the end of the year book tag, and that was a lot of fun. So I'll have all the questions linked in the description box. If you want to answer any of them, go for it in the comments because I'd love to know your answers. And like I said, if you've read any of the books that I talked about, let me know your thoughts. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!